Hello everyone, hello. So in today's video I'm just gonna be showing you like my go-to everyday look, what I've been doing, and my new skincare routine. And I'm just gonna be sharing like a little bit about my life and the past, and just a little bit of my awakening, and just, yeah, I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I'm gonna basically show you my skincare routine right now. It's changed a lot. I have music playing. No, I turned it off. I wish I could play music, but I can't. So I'm gonna start with my under eye cream. I also need chapstick. So I'm gonna put some chapstick on. So many different things have been happening, so many changes. I've been like in a growing, like a crazy growth phase because of my awareness, you know. It's just changing, and it's just a part of life, and it's just crazy when everything changes, you know, for the better, of course. You know, it's always gonna change for the better. And just the way like we outgrow certain situations, you know. Like in high school I had all these different types of friends that I would talk to and just like have relationships with, you know, and listen to them, and I was just that person. And then now I still have like a lot of my good friends, but at the same time I lost some friendships, you know, and it's just kind of weird when that happens, especially when you were really close and you're just kind of like unsure, you know. And for me it was more so like I was in such a low state, and I was just so depressed, and just so many things were changing right before my eyes. Also, excuse my nails. You know, in life I feel like we all go through all these phases, and you know, like when you're a kid, obviously that doesn't last. When you're, you know, you're a baby, then you're a toddler, then you're a kid, then you're a preteen, then you're a teenager, and then you're a young adult, and then you're an adult. And like the transitional phases, it's just insane, and we all go through it. And yeah, all right, let me get back to this and I'm gonna try to multitask. But honestly, I'm not really big on multitasking, so bear with me. So I'm gonna use this toner. It's Caudalie. I still use this. It's really great. I sometimes use a cotton pad, but not always. Sometimes I just put it on like this. Next, I'm gonna go in with serum right here. Well, anyway, it's the Eva Naturals Skin Clearing Serum with vitamin C+, and it's bomb. This is my second bottle. I'm going through these changes in life. Even as a person, like, just parts of me are gone, you know. I'm still me at heart, but you know, you just realize things, and then we change as people. We're supposed to. We evolve, and it's really an incredible process, an incredible transition, even though at times you feel really down. And you know, for me anyway, I felt really down and really depressed, and I've been alone a lot, or with family. Before I used to go out a lot. Oh yeah, so I'm also using this Neen serum, super hydration serum, super hidratación. It is amazing the way that it makes my skin feel and look, and it's just so smooth. Oh my gosh, look at this. I hope you can see it. My skin, and a little goes a long way. Consistency is like gel like. It's not like serum, like it's not like liquidy. So yeah, look at that. My skin looks really like hydrated. Yes, it does. Then I'm gonna use my moisturizer. I'm using Eva Naturals Youth Restoring Hyaluronic Acid Cream Moisturizer, and a little bit goes a long way with this moisturizer as well. So I'm just gonna put, there we go, and that is literally it for my skincare. This is what I've been doing so far, and I love it. It's been working really great. And I also been loving this oil, Ancient Greek Remedy oil, and it is so bomb. This one right here. From the lashes, I had lashes on for a whole year straight, and it was great. And I'm not gonna lie, it has been really tempting to go back. Not that much now, but it was tempting. So what I do now, I just put where are the lashes? I get these 5-pack Ardell lashes in demi wispies, and I cut them and I just put them like in the corners of my eyes or in the middle, or I just use the whole strip. And this has been working for me, just to give myself a break, because I felt so weird once I got my lashes off. I was like, whoa. But I also enjoy like my eye shape, and I feel like the lashes that I've gotten, like I haven't found one that complements my eye shape as much, so it kind of like weighs my eyes down, and which is fine. Like it depends on the look, but yeah, I'm going through all these changes and just realizing how like the past is the past, and just I'm really looking forward to creating. And let me really try to multitask, because this is insane. I just have so much to say. I want to share a little bit about me, and yeah, so my go-to makeup is super simple. This Born This Way concealer, right there. And I'm gonna use my finger to blend. This has like a salmon kind of undertone. It's kind of hard to see. I need to change the, I need to like play around with the settings on my camera, and I need to get better lighting as well. I want to be able to create better quality content, and just something that has helped me is connecting with whoever is watching. You know, I want to be like, before it can be uncomfortable talking to the camera, but now I'm like, no, I'm actually talking to people. I'm actually talking to someone, you know, and that feels great. I've always been a people person, so even with the pandemic going on and how when it happened, I became very depressed, because I'm just not an introvert. I'm more of like an extrovert, and I like to have fun and just be out and about. I like talking to people and all that. I just always been like that naturally, like a social butterfly. Then I'm gonna go in with Feeler and Praline. I'm gonna use this here because I feel like my skin needs a little bit of like color correction. That, you know, as I get older, I want to just be in entertainment, and I want to just continue to pursue my YouTube channel and make my videos, because it's fun to create that kind of content, you know. So I'm using this e.l.f. stippling brush. It's a domed stipple brush to just like blend this concealer in my skin and kind of just even it out a little bit. Nothing crazy, just a little bit, since I did put that orange concealer, well, that like salmon kind of color of concealer, and I don't want my skin to look like it has like different colors, you know, uneven. All right, and look at that, or just alone with concealer, and good skincare. My concealer, my makeup is everywhere. I need a new makeup setup so desperately. I can't wait to put it together. Right, next I use praline, and then now for my under eyes I'm using ginger, which is a fave. And here we go. I'm just gonna go like this and put some up there as well. And I'm gonna use the concealer brush. Anyways, I just know that I need to have like a fun job, you know, and something that I'm like hands-on, and just being around people that are creatives as well, you know. And it's been hard just being when I was like quarantined and stuff, or just, you know, the pandemic happening and everything. But it also made me realize what I wanted to do. You know, there's so many pros with the pandemic, as well as there's been cons. So in the past 2 years I've done a lot of maturing, a lot of growing up, and a lot of realizations. And you know, you learn lessons in life and then you apply them, you know. And sometimes, there we go. So we have concealer. My lighting, I hope is better, because sometimes, so as you get older you just gain like this awareness, and then, you know, that's why we always appreciate, and you always hear people like, you know, I'm wiser this year. And it's so true. Like every year you learn lessons and you are a year wiser, and things that you didn't know before, you know now. And it's so, life is just insane. I need my mirror so I can see what I'm doing up close. I'm not baking, I'm literally just setting my under eyes. Micro smooth powder all over my face. I'm using the shade 30. Since I'm super pale, I'm using this brush, and I'm just gonna go like this. And set everything so that I'm able to put my blush over top. But yeah, I've been like, life is really a journey, and it's so incredible. For the most part, things have just happened for me, you know. In life you can't really force things, and things always work out the way they're meant to work out. When you stress things, you're really just stressing yourself out, and there's no need to, no matter what it is that you're going through, you know. Obviously there's certain instances, but when you focus on self-care and just, you know, taking care of your mind and being at peace, and you don't, like, I don't want that chaotic lifestyle. I don't want, you know, who wants that chaos? You want things to be simple, and things are much more simpler than we make. And for me, whenever I overthink things, or I stress it, or I'm like just stressing it, it just doesn't work out for me. But when I'm like good and I'm just like happy with myself, everything always works out. Everything always works out. Opportunities fall, like, it's insane. I went to high school in New York City, and then junior year I moved to Pennsylvania for junior year. I'm actually gonna put blush. Can you believe my blush broke? Put a little blush. Sometimes I literally just put my blush and lip liner and I'm good, but that's not what I'm gonna do right now. Put blush and bronzer. So I'm like the worst when it comes to talking and doing a freaking little video. No, I'm not. Anyways, so I lived in Pennsylvania, and then I wanted to move back here after I did 2 years of college. And then I'm also gonna use I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer. I love the Carly Bybel and Il Maquillage. It's beautiful and it's so smooth. It's the perfect amount too for every day. It's beautiful, gorgeous. Anyways, and I remember being in college and I was going to school for like psychology, well, really like liberal arts, but I was interested in psychology and I was taking a lot of psychology courses. And then I decided that I wanted to do fashion, and so I was talking to my guidance counselor at the time, and she was so discouraging. She was just like, oh, you know, fashion is really all about connections, and my daughter is in fashion and it's all about connections, and it's really hard to get in the industry. And I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of this blush. I like the way these two like look together. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was very discouraging, but I was like, you know what, I still want to do fashion, so I don't care. So I applied to FIT. I didn't get in, and then I applied to LIM and I got in. It's a private school. And I went to like meetings and stuff, and like, you know, where you go in and orientations and all that. And then I decided that I just didn't want to do it. It was super expensive and I just wasn't, I don't know, it just didn't really call me. So at the time, and so I just didn't go. And then one of my really good friends from elementary school, Diane, we've been friends since elementary school. We were best friends. She's still a good friend of mine. I'm gonna put a little bit of powder over top because I don't want, it's not even really that bright, to be honest, but yeah. So then she helped me with my essay for FIT because I applied again. But basically I was talking to her and she told me that her uncle was in the fashion industry and if I wanted to go talk to him. So that's what I did. I went to talk to him. He worked in a showroom in New York City on Fashion Avenue. So I went and we hit it off right away. He loved me and he asked me to come in, and I was basically interning and I was his assistant, and he was actually my mentor for that time being, because yeah, it was just an incredible experience, great relationship, and just I met such amazing people, and it was just awesome working like for fashion brands. And just I got to see what it was like to work for a team that was actually like a team. You know, I got to work for a good company with good people with good intentions who have fun. And I would like fly to California, I would go to Vegas for shows and do trade shows, and it was just so fun with the industry. Imagine, I was like, I remember I hadn't even turned 21 when I got this opportunity. It was great. I interned there for like 5 months and then I got the job, and it was amazing. Then of course everything comes to an end, so that ended, and then I went into like waitressing and stuff like that, and I was like a waitress, but I got distracted and I would like drink a lot and didn't have like goals and stuff like that. Just went out partying, you know. I was also 21, so we're 22 at this point. I think I was 22, yeah, I was 22. So yeah. And then I got another job in fashion, and it was like super great at that time. Like I was in my first fashion job, I was very into like taking care of myself. We would do like fasts. We were I got introduced to so many things. I'm gonna do this eyeliner. I'm talking a lot. Lip liner. And I'm just gonna do gloss over top. I love this MAC Strip Down Lip Liner. It's the best if you want to like overline your lips and just have like that shadow effect. It looks amazing. Anyway, my second fashion job, I basically was there, and I joined the gym again, and I was just going to the gym like 5 times a week, and just I didn't even drink. I was like no alcohol, like I was like on it. I was doing so much self-work. I was doing my working on my chakras, just praying more. So many things were happening. Like I moved on my own for the first time, and it was just great. But of course, all things come to an end, you know. It was like a 9 to 5 kind of job. It was great though, on Fashion Avenue again. And then after that, I started working at a restaurant again. But I wanted to do like fine dining because I wanted to learn about food and wine and all that stuff. I didn't want to just work at a bar, a sports bar, restaurant, or just like some, you know. So I ended up getting a little bit, like the first year it was good, and the second year I got like I felt a little bit distracted again with like drinking, and just kind of like I started feeling like like something, what's gonna happen, like where do I want to work, what do I want to do, and you know. And then boom, the pandemic hit. The pandemic hit, and it gave me that time that I needed to reflect and just to put things into perspective and gain new insight and get back to my health. Even though I did gain weight during the pandemic, and even though I was still working out, but just from not going out and actually working, you know, and moving around as much, I'm still gonna gain weight. So now I'm in this phase where I'm just like focused, you know. I'm an adult, I'm maturing. I am mature now, much more mature than I was before. I'm learning, I'm seeing things differently, and I'm just like excited for things. I'm figuring out what I want, you know. I've always, for the most part, like I've done what's best for me, you know what I mean. But I also cared about what my friends had to say, you know. I cared, their opinion mattered to me, you know. And obviously like my family's opinion mattered to me as well. And now it's completely different. Like have happened, like so many things, so many changes. I wish I can't even put it into words, to be honest. But even as far as like YouTube, like I never really, like I knew I always wanted to do YouTube, and then it's like now I'm getting it, like I'm understanding like what goes into it, the work, and I love that, you know. I love that. This is like what I would do on like a regular like day, like wake up in the morning, do, if you want to be a little bit put together, put my makeup on, and look how beautiful that looks. Anyways, let me get my gloss on. This gloss is gorgeous. And yeah, look at this. OMG. I also want to post like a full face makeup glam. I used to be, that's another thing, and I was doing a lot of makeup. I would do makeup on other people. I even had like a class for it. I don't know, I just started loving it. It just grew on me. Those were like days back in the Carly Bible days, Desi Perkins and all that. Like I remember when Carly Bible was doing like a bun tutorial. That's how I came across her. I was looking up for like a good bun tutorial, and then I came across her, and it was over after that. I used to be so good with doing my makeup, so I'm trying to like, you know, learn again, because there's an evolution in the way you do your makeup as well, and the amount of makeup that you use. And you don't want to always do what other people do. You want to try things out and see what works for your face. Like you want to look at your face and be like, okay, I want my eye to look more lifted, so I'm gonna do this to it. I want my cheeks to appear higher, so I'm gonna do this to my cheeks, you know. I want my eyebrows to look snatched, so I'm gonna clean them up, and I'm gonna clean them up, and I'm gonna just, you know, use my brow gel and all that stuff. So that's really important. That's something that I've been getting back to, and I'm just so happy with everything, you know. With social media right now, you can easily get distracted, and there's just so much content. Like the media is oversaturated, and that's okay, because that's opportunities for all of us, you know what I mean. Like it's just all for a greater thing. It's a greater purpose, you know, for the most part. And you have to focus on you. Focus on you, and more than anything, focus on you, not on everything going on. Because even for me, like, I love social media, I love YouTube, and you know, and I know that there's like negatives to it, or there's pros and cons to it, but I look at it more on a positive note. I look at it more just basically the way I'm describing it right now. But anyways, enough ranting. I hope that you enjoyed my little video over here with my simple go-to day look. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more videos. Love, light, peace.